Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Jaguars coming in at 3-2, going up against the Titans, who come in at 3-3.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Jacksonville Jaguars. They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along to control the clock.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Orakpo in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Slot man moves right. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans at a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Play clock winding down. Now Mariota. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he locates Walker, complete. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders went a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Second down following the incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Walker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mariota again. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. First and goal from the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. On the return, it's Niall Davis. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And some room to work. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a play fake here on first down. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Third down, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars getting set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A fake to Fournette, now it's Bortles to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on third and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throw left side complete. It's Owens. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Second down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Fancy footwork at the 45. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
And the Titans getting set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school that one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On second down, here's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On play action, it's Bortles. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 4 yards remaining now on second down. On play action, now Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Bortles. Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission, as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Adoree Jackson on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustment. Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Derrick Henry. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 6 yards to go here on second down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Bortles going to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They begin with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Back near his goal line, Mariota goes underneath for Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. And the play clock's running down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 23. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Play fake. Bortles looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
There we go. There we go now. Green, 90. Green, left. Black, 50. There we go now. Green, 39. There we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Justin Fowler. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On the read option, it's Mariota. And some room to run. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Jags grab it.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Here we go now.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one.
Left. Check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. shotgun now for Bortles. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Avery Williamson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And we are all tied here in the final stages.
Oh, partner, my partner. That was pretty amazing, wasn't it?
It was indeed. It was a long, long field goal, and that ties this ball game here in the fourth quarter.
And that sideline absolutely loved it, didn't they? I don't know how many of them thought that he would make that, but once the ball got over the crossbar, that's one fired-up football team.
The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mariota. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. We are inside of 1 minute, only one timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
Now Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Mariota gives to Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And it was the Panthers that wound up winning that one. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Mariota to throw. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Left side, caught by Matthews. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Mariota now on 2nd down. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To the air again, Mariota. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
What can Bortles do now with his drive? And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Mariota. Oh, so close but incomplete. Could have been a big turnover in overtime if he'd held on. Instead, though, it's 4th down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. The Titans go. It's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Tennessee 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Mariota again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Owens. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Well, if you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The Titans on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime. See back. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Second down, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Walker. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Here's Brett Kern now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
On second down, here's Bortles. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jaguars, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.